Been thinking about you for a while. Us men are cavemen. Myself, I am a primitive creature. Wild, primal, savage beast hunched over, grunting and growling. Those are the only forms of language that a caveman knows. I only act on instincts. The scent of a woman approaches. Yummy, this is not like others that has been smelled before. This fragrance is sweet, intoxicating, erotic and savory. I inhale deeply to catch the perfumed scent. I open my mouth to bite the air to taste the scent. My small mind starts to think. I blurt out one word. Woman. The scent has made my body still. I freeze in my tracks and my animal instincts are triggered. Like a push-button engine has been ignited. My nose flares up, my breathing gets deeper and shallow, my chest expands, inhaling and exhaling, trying to capture, taste and consume this sweet fragrance. My heart starts to pound, my mouth starts to salivate, I lick my lips and grind my teeth, I start to howl. My thoughts are impatient. I need to hunt and ravage. My nose leads the way toward the fragrance, like a fiery comet accelerating toward Earth. I take off running, but not like a human. I am a wild beast using my hands and feet, gripping and scraping the ground like a shovel in dirt. I am growling, moaning, panting and slobbering from the mouth. This scent. Damn. This intoxicating scent leads to my desire and hunger for the unknown woman. I am quickly approaching the woman, my sight starts to narrow, my body tightens. My muscles ache, my body is radiating heat. The beautiful woman sees the wild caveman approaching, with his tongue hanging out and a crazed look in his eyes. Then she calmly says, "Hi." With this new interaction, the caveman pauses. He is still wild, primal, mouth wide open, snarling and hunched over. The interaction causes the caveman to hold his head up to see her eyes. Her eyes hold his attention. He is mesmerized by her beauty, he is speechless. Her eyes are like tranquilizers to this savage beast. The caveman is still and calm, he is lost, in a trance from looking into this beautiful woman's eyes. He is unable to speak or comprehend or understand the socialization with the beautiful woman. The caveman mirrors her, he does as she does, he says, "Hi." But only in a rough, undetectable form of English. Like his tongue has been stung by a swarm of bees, causing his lips to slightly open. Her eyes cause the caveman to slowly start to stand upright. His breathing slows down, his muscles start to relax. His gaze is no longer wild. Her gaze starts to stare deep into the caveman. The beautiful woman produces a smile. In the caveman's brain, a spark of electricity starts to ignite. A light switch begins to turn on in an empty room. The light bursts and invades the shadows inside his mind. The caveman's brain slowly starts to develop. The years of evolution slowly start to take place within his mind. The information is streaming in like tidal waves. His mind is like sandbags trying to hold water from a gigantic flood. The small trickles of knowledge start to seep through his tiny brain. This small effect is overwhelming to the caveman. He is shaking his head wildly back and forth like a wet dog. He grunts, growls and screams. He tries to hold on to his primitive and primal instincts. Yet the woman's beauty shines on him. Her angelic smile and gaze has made this fight useless. The sandbags in his mind slowly start to slide apart and fall like dominoes. Thousands of years of experience, information, and knowledge start to flood the caveman's mind. The rapid evolution is spilling over and splashing around in his mind like a child pouring milk in a cereal bowl. The caveman's eyes start to open and his brain starts to activate. His mortality, senses, and awareness start to develop. He starts to see her beauty. He sees her as a whole woman, not just as a thing or an object of beauty. Sounds start to take shape and he starts to understand. He starts to comprehend information. The knowledge is being poured into his small childlike brain. The knowledge is coming in waves and filling up to the top like a fish bowl. The knowledge is spilling out over the edges and pouring into his body. The knowledge gives the caveman a thought, a conscience, a soul, an inner voice. This process of evolution is happening at the speed of light. The caveman feels sick, but the sickness turns into nervousness. He feels a bubbling in his stomach. A voice in the caveman's head says, "Breathe and relax." The caveman doesn't know what this is, this tone, speech, this voice, these new words. It is his inner voice. His inner voice says to him, "Those are butterflies, calm down and relax." The caveman listens to his inner voice. He relaxes his shoulders and breathes. His eyes adjust to the calm and the wildness disappears. He starts to gather his thoughts and now he is able to form a sentence. With the newfound knowledge that the beautiful woman has given him, the caveman is able to comprehend the beautiful woman's language. She says, "How are you?" The caveman has evolved. He is no longer a savage beast. He has become a man who is able to speak good. No. Who is able to speak well. He is able to pronounce, understand, comprehend, form sentences and put words together with complete thought. The caveman's reply, "I can go potty all by myself."